Okay, next topic. Since you guys are like really into fitness and everything, right? Do you guys think that your fitness life has ever like affected your dating life? It can be in a positive way or a negative way. But do you think it ever has affected your dating life?
Not my dating life, but I feel like it's affected my personal life.
So you're like prep and everything has never ever affected your dating life at all?
No.
Okay. What you, Brad?
How would you say personal?
Because I feel like
With family
the
and
times
stuff?
I've had a part, not with family, but just like personal in the sense of like socializing, it makes it a little bit harder and more difficult.
Yeah.
So my partner, I feel like has been very understanding with prep in general. Same with my family, other than my mom, who's always like feeling sorry for me and like trying to feed me.
Yeah.
But I think it's affected like my social life in a sense because sometimes people don't see why I'm doing what I do or think it's like torture, or even during a reverse, they don't respect the like, why are you still tracking stuff when you're not on prep anymore? So I think in that sense, it gets affected because we don't have the same kind of like we have different goals, and that's totally fine. But when it doesn't align, it's harder to understand and like see from that perspective, is what I think. So not dating life, but personal life, yeah.
I see what you mean. Okay.
So a lot of your friends not into fitness?
They're not, no.
Okay.
I mean, they're into like being healthy and like their own ways and stuff, but
But they don't understand like the point of reverse dieting,
Yeah,
like that
no.
stuff.
and then like getting into the nitty gritty of it is kind of like, whoa, that's bizarre science. That's like too
Yeah.
much.
Okay. What you, Brad?
Well, so I guess for personal, I guess it's a little bit easy because like you guys understand like what I'm doing. But as far as dating, it's definitely challenging because like I've gone on like dates in Texas, and trying to find activities that's not food is not hard, but like you have to be a little bit more creative, I guess. But I've done like what have I done? I've done like this like kind of like art light thing that you like look, it's like outside. I've done like putt golf. What else? I don't know. I always do like active stuff. That's like my go-to. Because if you can't hang doing active stuff and you just want to eat, then I don't know. I like the balance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes it more challenging, but not impossible.
Do you think that dates where you do something active lead to more success, or the ones that you would eat lead to more success? Just kind of a tangent question.
Depends what success is.
As in like a second date,
Oh,
or like moving further along.
I feel like it's not really dependent on the activity or the food. It's just dependent on the person.
The vibe, how
Yeah.
you gel.
Yeah.
Okay.
how about you guys?
I'd say it does.
It does?
It does,
If
'cause-
it's food or activity?
Yeah, I mean, like, I've dieted twice. Done the dieting thing twice for 12 weeks. There was this one time. I remember one time. I had a dating app up. I completely forgot I had a dating app up. It was like, I think it was the one during COVID when we started. Remember when we started like doing the whole thing, and I forgot I had a dating app up. Complete forgot. I was like dialed in and just wasn't thinking about it. And then I was like, and I looked at it, opened one day. I was like, oh snap, I got a match. And we talked, and like she wanted to get food, and I was like, that's fine. I literally went and I didn't eat, and then like she ate, and it was kind of awkward. And then, you know, the funny thing was, like a year later, she started dating this guy that got married, like very soon after, because like COVID kind of happened. Like I remember the date happened like two months before COVID. It was cool. Like it was nothing serious. Just talked, and I paid for her food actually. When you asked, I still paid. I still paid for her food. I said, you can go ahead and eat. It's all good. I don't care. We just talk. Just chatted. It was nothing serious, but we're still friends. I still we kept it friendly and everything. Nothing ever happened. But then like soon after that COVID happened, and then she started dating somebody during COVID, and like a year after they got married. It's kind of funny.
I
Good
have
for them.
like some stories in regards to this. So like dating, I think it has. I remember back when I first started working on with Brad. I think one time we did RDLs or stiff dead leg levels. All I know is that we blasted our hamstrings, and I remember I think that night we ended up going out, and my hamstring is like tight, and I'm like, doing the deed. and my hamstring gets tight and cramps. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, what the she's like, you okay? I was like, no, I am not okay. So that's one time it got in the way. It literally did get in the way. And I was like, I was sitting there breathing. I'm just sitting there breathing. She's like, you okay? I was like, do you need water? I'm like, I just let me sit here for a little bit. I was like, and it just, yeah. But that's how it got in the way one time.
Damn.
So like, yeah, it does get in the way.
That's never happened to me.
Like I say, stay hydrated. Don't drink afterwards or something like.
Stretch, bro.
I gotta stretch more. So that happened once, and then I think it has affected at one time because when we did it didn't affect it during. I think is when, like, so you know how you guys binged after you like got really lean. I did the opposite. I was so obsessed with how I looked that I like did not compromise with anything.
Oh.
So and like yeah, so when I went out on dates and stuff, I would like, I don't know, like starve myself or something like that, and you like no energy for the date and stuff like that because I was so obsessed with
then
it.
you weren't fun.
I wasn't.
to be around.
It probably wasn't fun. I mean, I still talk to somebody, and I still like ended up going on dates. Went on a second date, and we ended up like hooking up and stuff. But like also like your performance is terrible.
This man legit like went. He did like two like sprints. Like he did 12 weeks, and he did 12 weeks back to back.
Dang.
This man was like
That
24
was when
weeks.
you were really like.
I was
into it.
really into it, and I remember I went on a date with a girl. It was like 6 months afterwards, and I was still like in really good shape or whatever. And I remember, yeah, like I still went on the date with this girl and stuff like that. But I was so tired. I remember she was like, "Yeah, you want to get like," it was like when the Travis Scott chicken nuggets were out. She's like, "You want to get this?" I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good." And I'm like, "What the?" And I just thought about that, and I was like, and yeah, like I said, your performance is terrible. I'm just saying, like, don't. That's another reason why, like, don't stay too lean for too long, especially if like you're natural and stuff like that. That stuff be janked up. It was terrible. But anyway, yeah. So it definitely affected that.
I will
If you
say
get too
that-
obsessed.
I will say that he like literally looked dead. Like we
Yeah.
went to a wedding that time, and like if you look at Jay like in the picture, he literally looked like a walking corpse.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it was bad.
My mom even called him out. It's like
Yeah.
you look like a corpse.
Yeah.
Good for you for getting out.
Yeah, and after that, I was like, dude, I'm not living life, and there was no point. Well, it was not that there was no point. It was like, there's no point to be like perpetually dieting, you know, if I'm not dieting for any reason.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's no point of this. So like, if I was doing a show or something like that, it's different. But I was just doing it for like no freaking reason. So I was like, this is just pointless.
But it was,
So
it
then-
was a challenge to
It
see
was-
if you could do it, right?
yeah.
'Cause most people can't last even a week.
Yeah,
Like 24 weeks for just, that's insane.
yeah.
I remember when I first met Jesse, he'd always be like, you should try considering tracking your macros. And my ass would be over here like, no, I want to eat everything I want to eat. And like, then he goes, well, that's why you're never going to reach your goals. I'm like, damn.
Ruthless. Jesse was ruthless.
Now look at you.
I know, right?
And now
Mean
Jesse,
macro counter.
and now Jesse barely or doesn't track his macros. And you're like down to the point gram.
Every part.